Opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves who express it. While the Emily Pearl Show does take stances on individual issues, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy.
Okay, hello everybody, and welcome to the Emily Pearls television show live from Memphis, Tennessee. Sybil and Tim is in the studio with me. I'm going to bring them in just a minute. I just put a message up for you guys. If y'all would go to the Emily Pearls show page, just search for it under Facebook. Click on the page, find the show, and then hit share for me. So y'all can share it on y'all timeline because I can't get into Facebook because I forgot my password. And since my old number is not working, it wouldn't let me log in. So I had to send them a picture of my ID, and I guess that's something new. And it's going to take 24 hours for them to verify my ID and be able to let me log into my account. Because normally I didn't get it. That means I didn't get a chance to show the show today on my timeline or with our fans in Messenger. And so, and if y'all can click on Messenger too and share them to our regular top fans like Mary Seals, Ernestine Kai, and Sandra Wilson, Sandra Hill. Who else? Anyway, y'all know who they are. So I'm bringing into the studio now the heartbeat of the South and every beat of my heart, Tim Harrington. Hey Tim,
Hey,
bring
I'm
in
on.
the co-hostess of the Moses, Sybil Marie Presley. Hey
Hey,
Sybil,
hi.
how y'all doing tonight?
I'm
Phenomenal.
doing great. I don't see me in the studio though.
Well, you are. We see
Oh,
you and
okay.
hear you.
Oh, I see.
Doing phenomenal.
Okay, Tim, I like that new word. All right.
Yeah.
Well,
Got to.
I'm feeling healed.
Okay.
For
There I
those of
am.
you, who come back and watch the replay, I'm gonna tell you a true story. I started having pain in my back and hip down through my thigh and the back of my leg, like with spasms, like that time I did when I had to go to the emergency room, and it just started instantly at 11:30 today, around 11:30, and I'd been hurting painfully all day long. And so I called him about 5, I guess, and I told him to call Sybil because I'm going through some phone issues right now. I'm having to switch carriers, and that's a whole different show by itself to tell y'all about the trouble I have with my phone, but I won't use up this time tonight to explain it. So, anywho, I called him, told him to call Sybil for me and let her know that we were going to cancel the show. He did, and he called
Thank
me
you for
back.
calling me.
He called me back and he told me that Sybil said that she was going to pray for you. And now he did not tell me that he was going to pray for me too. But true story, true testimony in living color. Within about 30 minutes, all that pain just instantly went away. And I just
Thank you,
want y'all to
Jesus.
know that Tim and Sybil got some power in their prayers.
Won't he do it?
Yes, he
Yeah,
will
we
do it.
just happy for the Lord to be so close by.
Thank y'all so much for the prayers because y'all know I really don't like
Well,
missing
prayer
my
works.
shows. Yes, it
Yeah,
does.
it does.
Y'all know because I really don't like missing my shows unless I just have to. And that was going to be one of those have to situations tonight until y'all prayed for me. So y'all got some power in y'all's prayer. Thank
All
y'all
right,
so
all right.
much.
You welcome.
Well,
You're
that's
more than
encouraging to
welcome.
both of us too, as well as yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Sybil, what you been up to? I think, did we miss you Tuesday night?
Yeah, I think I was out doing something, couldn't get back in,
Yeah, so you've been off all week. And what you
and
been up to?
yeah, I was out roaming around someplace and couldn't get back in time.
Yeah, I think y'all was shopping, grocery
Yeah,
shopping, weren't
me and Trish was out running around, and we
you?
stopped at Cracker Barrel and
Yeah,
just didn't make it back in time.
yeah, it's good that
But she
y'all have
said
a chance
hello
to
to
do that.
everybody.
Okay, it's good to have a chance to get out of the house.
All right.
So me and Precious got cabin fever, but she hadn't been able to go out because it had been too hot, and
Yeah.
I had been not, feeling well enough to deal with her out there in the heat. And then when it cooled down, my grass got freshly cut, and it was just, fresh grass all up on top of the grass. Y'all know how that be.
Yeah.
And I didn't want her getting all that grass on her and her feet and bringing it in the house. So then we had the rain to come,
Hey, Jenny.
oh, okay, Jenny's in, and now my
Well,
grass
hey,
is
Jenny.
hi there,
What's up,
Jenny.
Jen?
Hi, Jenny, my
Jen-
niece.
Jenny, will you share the show for me because I couldn't get into Facebook today to share it on my timeline or in Messenger like I sent to everybody. Because of my phone issues. I'm having phone carrier issue problems. Leaving one, went to another. Their SIM card is not working, has not worked all week, and I got to get them to refund my money. And now I'm switching to another carrier. So meantime, I'm using a temporary number, Wi-Fi number, and I couldn't get into Facebook because I reset my phone to factory reset to trying to get the code on the SIM card to work. I had talked to both companies, the company that I was leaving and the company that I was going to, and they suggested doing that. Of course, I did back up all my data, so I still have my pictures and my documents, my files. I still got all of that, and my apps. So that's what I was doing today, and I think I started doing that this morning, probably about 7:30 or 8:30. And I think I might have just got completely stressed out because one time it just seemed like my phone was not going to come on at all. At all. That's enough to scare you, right? Especially when you don't have any money to buy another phone. Thank you so much, Jenny. She says she just shared it to 3 messages, uh, mine and hers. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Jenny.
Can you share it to Mary Seals and Ernestine Kai for me, and Paul from Canada, um, Sandra Hill? Someone can you got them in yours messenger?
Yeah.
Can you go ahead and tap go?
I'm doing it.
Yeah, okay, and send it to them so they can come in. Thank you so much, Jen. I appreciate you so much. We missed you, Firecracker. Everybody missed you Thursday night on politics, but I did let them know that you would be back next week. And but we had pretty good show. Was just missing
Yep.
the five, just missing Miss Firecracker. That's all.
That's it. That's
Jenny,
it.
Jenny puts that fire in it and the pop into the show. I'm telling
Yeah.
you. Yeah. So anywho, Tim, what you been up to since I saw you last on Thursday?
Nothing. Trying to figure out this budget. I'm trying to figure out where's the money going. It's not
You
on.
and me too.
Yeah, I'm like, okay,
'Cause
gas.
I can't pay somebody this month. I don't know who it's gonna be.
Yeah, yeah. I'm like, where's everything going? And I'm like, I can't tell the gas is down. It may look that way, but I don't think it's really down.
I know,
But
right?
yeah, outside of that, just trying to shake it off of the damaging news that we had the other day.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, and they kind of like identified like two of the people, but just kind of staying abreast on that. But by the same token, you know what I mean, not letting it get all the way down in my spirit.
Yeah, that's fine. That's all we can do. We have to move on when these tragic things happen.
Yes.
We pray for the families and those victims. And, it's no way to understand
No.
reasons why. That's just not going to happen.
Right.
Loony being people, because they might lie about the real reason they did it anyway. So,
Yeah. Yeah.
We'll never know the real reason. But they are having, there was some good news. People all over the country
Yes.
finished Elijah's run. They started in
Yes. They
Memphis at
did.
3:30 this morning and did the 8 mile run. They say it was hundreds of people. And it wasn't just in Memphis. They said it was in Philadelphia,
Wow.
Baltimore,
Wow.
New York, and just a whole lot of big cities, you know.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
And
outstanding.
yeah, it is that people care, showing up to care in other cities and states.
Right.
And that's why I like Broadcasting International, you know. And it is sad that Memphis has to make national and international news
Yes.
with such tragedy. But it happens to, it can happen to any city.
Yes. You're right.
So, and it has been happening to other cities. So
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
there's nothing, you know, to be ashamed of, because Memphis is a great place to live.
Right.
We do have an issue with crime, but we're not the only city that's dealing with crime,
Yeah, we're
you
not.
know.
You're right.
So we just have to. Uh, I'm not gonna say like I'm like a, what was it, Mayor Governor Bill Lee. He came to Memphis today, and he said that he don't want Memphians to start thinking that this is the new norm, because he finna get down on it. And I was so happy to hear him say that.
Wow, that's
And
great news.
yeah, and Governor Bill Lee is a Republican, so
Right.
he would definitely do what he say he's gonna do.
What's up, Paul?
Um, hey, Paul from Canada.
Hi, Paul.
Yeah, you're right. Crime can happen anywhere.
Yeah.
In fact, I heard something that happened up there in your neck of the woods last week, Paul. It was on national news. I can't remember what it was now directly, but I did hear something. Maybe you can type in and recall what happened. But
Yeah. Yeah, we also had another incident in Atlanta, GA. Two officers were ambushed,
oh my
and
goodness.
they're as a result of that, they're deceased.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, and it's hard to get people to join the police force now because, like Tim said at one show we had, he said people don't want to be police officers now because people got guns and
Yeah.
they shoot at you
Yeah.
and they shoot back. You
They
know,
do.
I can remember years ago it was unheard of. You know,
Right.
people that they had so much respect for law enforcement that they would not dare
Yeah.
to shoot at a law enforcement
Yeah.
person.
What came into play with that was the three strikes and you're out. You know, that third time that you will be, I think it was life that they were giving out at that
Hmm.
particular time, and that started a lot of the criminals using deadly force, not go knowing it's their third strike. So yeah, and our laws has toughened up here in Memphis. Um, they do have where you got to do 90, I believe it's 90% of your time. It's no longer doing that 2 for 1, 1 day for 2 days. None of that exists anymore. So they're cracking down.
Yeah, they got Truth and Sentencing right now in
Right.
Tennessee,
You're right.
but he said he gonna do more.
Okay.
So, you know, that's hopeful.
Yes,
That gives us a little hope.
it does.
All right. So, Sybil, you say you got a segment for us tonight. We're gonna take a break,
A segment,
and
yeah.
we're gonna take a break and come back and let Sybil enlighten us
All right.
and entertain us with her segment. All right, y'all. We'll be
All
right.
right
Okey-dokey.
back. Stick and stay. Please share the show. Don't go away. We'll be back. Start this year with a beautiful smile. Do you cover your mouth with your hand to talk? Do you look down or up in order to smile? If you answer yes, then you need to see Dr. Corey. 901-300-4800. Remember, a smile is the prettiest thing you'll ever wear. So invest in yourself today. Call Dr. Corey now. 901-300-4800. Dental Expressions, PLLC, 3704 Summer Avenue, Memphis, Tennessee, 38122. 901-300-4800. Dental Expression, a proud sponsor of the Emily Pearl Show. All right, and we are back. If I ever get me some money again, I got to go see Dr. Corey, my dentist, at Dental Expressions.
All right.
Y'all go see. If y'all got some money, y'all go see Dr. Corey right over there at Summer on Summer Avenue, because she is good. You know,
Yes, she is.
sometimes it costs a little bit more, but I always believe you get what you pay for, and I know that people always see my smile. They want to know what dentist I go to. Well, my smile is getting a little weak, and I got to go back to see Dr. Corey, so I need a big pile of money. But she can't. She is so sweet that she will work with you with like half down, until you can get your other half if you need dentures or what have you. But yeah, if you want a pretty smile like that,
Pretty smile.
and your teeth that look natural, because one thing I cannot stand to see people with false teeth and partials that look like they were
I know.
made by George Washington.
Oh,
Yeah.
Lord.
Look like they're carved out of wood.
Yeah. So if you want the natural, real natural look, you're gonna have to pay a little bit more. Okay. But that'll be the best investment that you can make, because your smile is the prettiest thing you would ever wear.
It
All
sure
right
is.
then. So Sybil, take it away, girl.
Yeah, and you're not fully dressed without your smile.
I like that, Sybil. Thank you. Yeah.
So
Go
first of
ahead.
all, I want to thank Elaine Elizabeth Presley for sending me out on my second teddy bear mission. She has
Okay.
appointed me to be a special messenger, and what this is children that are ill that come to Memphis and they want to see Graceland. So usually I will show up and present a teddy bear to the child and a rose to the mother. But she also includes in this teddy bear program adults who are ill. So we was able to bring a huge smile to a Elvis fan adult who is very ill, and we're praying for her recovery. And
Okay.
it's a wonderful program. It's a branch off of the Presley Foundation, which is created by Elaine Elizabeth Presley and Lisa Marie. So I'm very honored to be part of that. And I so happen to have I went out as the Elvis lady, and I have an apron for one of my costumes that has a big teddy bear on front. So
Oh
that's kind of
wow.
my official apron when I go out on my mission. So
I bet the
today,
kids really love that, didn't they?
oh yeah, so it's a very official Elvis teddy bear. He has a little vest on and Elvis on the the across his chest, and just cute little teddy bear.
She has
So
them specially made, right?
yeah, it's an official Elvis teddy bear, and you can
Yeah.
only get it in the Elvis gift shop over there, off of Elvis Presley.
Right.
So
Yeah.
I performed that mission today, and I
Well,
want
did
to
you
thank.
take pictures and post them? And
Huh?
then you, when I get my phone back in order, send me some pictures, and then we can show it on the show.
Yeah, I did. I did send you some pictures today, but I didn't realize your phone was out of whack. So
Yeah,
I
that's why
I
I
will
don't want.
send them, and
I cannot get
so you'll
anything
have
on
them.
my old number, but you
Right.
can send them on the new number that I gave you tonight.
Yeah, I can try that, and I can also send them on Messenger. So maybe
No, I
two.
can't get in the messenger right now.
Oh,
Remember, I
all
told you
right. Okay,
Facebook
I'll
got
work
me.
it out so that you'll have 'em maybe Tuesday or next Friday or something like that. It's and then this particular lady,
Send them to
I
my email.
I could do that. So
Hmm.
she's a big Elvis fan, and I found it beautiful. It's almost like little bigger than a 4x6. I'm gonna say between 4x6, 5x7. Beautiful greeting card with Elvis on the front and Graceland in the background. It's
Wow.
someone can actually frame it,
Where
and
did you find that?
at the gift shop where the teddy bear is.
Oh, okay, okay.
And so we my assignment was to gather that, and then I had specific things to write. You could open up the blank card and put your own thing in it. So I
Uh-huh.
had instructions exactly what to say, and
Okay.
signed it the Presley family and so forth, and mailed that. So the woman will be blessed with this teddy bear and the greeting card in just a few days. She's down in Mississippi,
Mm-hmm.
about 400 miles from here. So
Okay.
that's my second mission.
Well, congratulations.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I wanted to, bring that out. And now, what I want to do also for my segment tonight is I want to shine the spotlight on a local WREG Channel 3 right here in Memphis.
Uh-huh.
And I want to thank WREG for their weekly segment. It's called Community Changers.
Uh-huh.
Uh, they showing different groups that make a positive difference in the city of Memphis, and Lord knows we need that now.
That's right.
So this week's community, I just happened to be watching Channel 3, and I saw this segment for the first time. I don't know if it's new or what. But anyway, this week's Community Changer is a group, and it's called Sister to Sister, SISTA, and then
Mm-hmm.
number two, and then Sister. And what they do is they help women who want to be free from street life and drugs, prostitution,
Uh-huh.
uh, and other situations and issues, and they
Right.
just needs a little extra help.
Yeah.
So they have a safe haven called the Lotus House,
Okay.
and
Yeah, I've heard about that.
LOTUS. And anyone here in the Memphis area can look that up online. Plus, I'm gonna give you their contact information. And what this is a guest house for ladies who are waiting to be placed in a rehab facility. And there's a waiting list for beds in this rehab most of the time. So the Lotus House is just a heaven in the meantime. And what I like about it too is the Lotus House is also a drop-in center. And what that means is the staff helps the ladies to create a plan, and someone who is not staying there like waiting for rehab, but they just want to drop in. Well, they can drop in. I think it's well, I'll have the days later, but I think it's Tuesdays and Fridays or something like that. A couple of days a week, they can drop in and get a meal, free meal. They can take a shower, and then they can wash their clothes. And then if they need extra clothes, well, they have clothes available for people to, take home with them, or get off the streets with them and stuff. And then the drop-in center, they also offer resources to help their guests. And on Channel 3, they have that Pass It On, with Tim Simpson. So they had an anonymous donor donated $1,000 to the Lotus House through WREG this few days ago.
Yeah.
And the Lotus House also accepts donations of any amount. And then if you know of any ladies needing a safe haven, or if you need help yourself, you can call Sister to Sister at 901 area code 235-5720. That's 901-235-5720. If you don't have a pencil to write this down, just look up Sister to Sister or the Lotus House, LOTUS, or you can contact me. I'm on Facebook, Sybil Presley. You can also call me at 901-643-1982. That's 901-643-1982. And you can arrange a ride at the drop-off center. They will come and pick you up. Isn't that wonderful? Yeah. So you call the same number I just gave you, and they will come and pick you up and give you help, even if you drop in. So I want to say thanks again to WREG News Channel 3 for spotlighting community changers with Sister to Sister. They do have an email address. It's Trisha, TRISHA, at Sister, SITA, the number 2, Sister, SISTA, .co. So if you know a community group here in Memphis that would like to be featured on WREG Community Changers, contact WREG. And so you can look them up online, or you can call them at 901-543-2333. So I think that's a wonderful thing. That's puts a great spotlight on Memphis. There's a lot of wonderful things in the city, and bright things. And I believe people should start looking for ways for random acts of kindness.
Yeah. And I want to kind of piggyback off of what you just said, Sybil. I worked in a rehab center for 2.5 years, and those programs, like you just mentioned, are lifesavers.
Yes,
People
they
have
are.
no idea how much that means to a person that's going through that situation. And all of us at some point in time, either we got somebody in our families that's that
Or
way,
know somebody,
or know somebody. You know
might
what I mean?
need to help yourself.
Absolutely. Those programs are life changers.
And when they go to the Lotus House,
Mm-hmm.
they're treated just like beautiful guests. They don't look down their nose at nobody. They don't
Right.
make you feel ashamed or anything. They just make you feel like you're part of the family, and encouragement, and they show love. And God only knows.
Start of a new beginning.
We sure need some love nowadays.
Yeah. And
so
it's a
that
blessing.
is my segment.
Okay.
Okay, so that
All
was a
right.
good
Good
segment.
segment.
Um, I'm typing something.
Okay.
Hold on, this one.
Yeah, those programs like I hold those in high regard because you
Oh,
never
I do
know
too.
when you're gonna be down on your luck. People have bad breaks, you know, and like you said, they don't pass judgment. They just want to help. And what I
Mm-hmm.
come to find out about those programs, they will love you until you learn how to love yourself.
Yeah, and they
So
need
yeah,
people like you know, with a heart like that to
yeah. You know,
always
yeah,
need volunteers.
I give all the praise to the man upstairs for that. You know what I mean? But I
Yep.
know at some point in time we may not all fail down that way, but it's about getting up. It doesn't
Yeah,
matter how many times you fall. It's about what you do when you get up and to have a
that's right.
second chance in life. So it's a beautiful thing. I'm glad you had this segment tonight.
Yeah, I want to
Paul
do.
from Canada says,
Yeah, I want to
Tim,
do more than that.
they need people like you, Tim, there.
Yes,
Yeah,
they
I
do.
did. I was there for 2.5 years.
Uh huh. So you really understand
Yes,
what's
yes,
going
I
on with
do.
that program. I want to do
Absolutely.
more to spotlight things like this going on.
Hmm.
Um, you know, in Memphis, especially for the 901 show. But I want to take time on the Emily Pearl show to share this as well.
Oh, yeah, that was really nice.
Yeah, it was very much so. Not only
All
nice,
right.
needed.
Well, that was really enlightening. Thank you so much. So we're gonna take a short break. We'll come back. I got some news.
All right.
All
Well, okie
right.
dokie.
We'll be right back. Stick and stay and share away. All right.
The Cupboard Restaurant in Memphis, Tennessee is world famous for some of the best food and southern hospitality you'll ever find and is a celebrity favorite. Open from 7 a.m. till 8 p.m. every day. The Cupboard Restaurant is located at 1400 Union Avenue, 1 block east of Cleveland, for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Got a large group? Groups of any size are welcome, and catering is available. While you're there, pick up a copy of Charles Capala's world-famous cupboard cookbook. Check out their website at www.thecupboardrestaurant.com. That's The Cupboard Restaurant, 1400 Union, 901-276-8015. A proud sponsor of The Emily Pearl Show.
All right. We had some fun comments while the commercial was playing
Okay.
and some compliments. Let me get up here. Say I wanted to get Jenny. There she go. Jenny says, Sybil, she is so proud of you.
Well, thank
All
you,
right.
Jenny.
And then Paul from Canada, Sybil, says, yes, Sybil, that was great.
All
Well,
right.
thank you.
Those are the comments. Now here's the
Thank
fun
you so
comment.
much. That's always encouraging.
That's
Yes.
right. Now here's the joke of the night. Paul commented and asked this question.
Paul got jokes tonight, huh?
Paul got jokes. You getting married, Emily? And this is what I answered him.
Why the heck no?
So I said, why heck no.
What
And
brought
then
that
I
on?
also told him this.
Paul
Paul quit.
quit.
Where do you get that
She
idea?
don't like anybody in her
Just-
space, Paul. She don't like to share space.
I've been an only child all my life. I'm stingy with my space.
Yes.
Me
yes.
too. I love my independence.
I wasn't taught to share, Paul, because I was the only child. So I didn't have to go through the process of sharing. I guess that's the reason why I had to have 3 husbands. I went through them like water.
I like my space too.
I mean, I went through them fast. They say they can't live with that woman now. I said, well, I can't live with you either.
Yep, I like by
she,
myself.
she only let you in space for a limited time, and it's very
yeah.
limited.
Yeah. I mean, even when I was dating, you know, guys come over for dinner. You get your dinner, you eat. We might watch a movie. Then, you know, we might do
And go
smooch
home.
smooch. But then go on home now. And I might let you stay one night, but you can't stay no 2 or 3 nights. No, Lord.
Don't bring any clothes and hang up in your closet. No.
I got to have my routine. I got my own routine, and that is I do what I want when I want. And if I don't want to do it, I don't do it.
Yeah.
That's my routine. And
Paul said something.
Paul said, well, you have a great son, Tim, so that's enough.
Oh, thanks, Paul.
Yeah, I
He
do
sure
have a great
is.
son. Tim is a great son. He's the best thing I ever did in my life. The
He's
best
an
thing
amazing
I
person.
ever did.
Oh, thank you.
And
He's
I've done,
icing on the cake with his
I've done
show.
a lot of good things, but having him, I
Uh-huh.
brought the best thing in the world.
Oh,
He's the
thank
best
you.
thing that ever happened to me.
Right back at you, Mom.
And he's
Thank
Right
you.
back at you.
and Tim is so positive all the time and laid back.
I get it from her.
Yeah, he does. He does.
Yeah, I get it from her. She's who
Yeah.
I watched as I was growing up as a young child and older. So yeah, I get it from her.
Yeah, I gave him all my wisdom, and some of it he chose to take, and some of it he didn't.
Well, you
Paul
know,
said, Tim, you are blushing, you're going to turn red.
I know, man. That's so sweet. She hit me in the heart with an arrow.
Yeah.
Well, I mean it.
And
I mean
I'm
it from the
Tim's
bottom of my
fan
heart.
too. I'm a fan of Tim's.
Well, thank you so
And a
much,
friend.
Southern. Thank
Yeah,
you.
Tim is gaining fans as the show go on. I mean, he only been on here a short while, and look at how many fans you have, Tim. People do
Yeah,
love you.
yeah. I'm gonna have to send out a whole lot of other invites too.
Please do. Please
Yeah, I
do.
will. I will.
Yeah, Paul asked that question because I said I had some news. That's
Ah.
why he asked
I
that
see.
question. Was I getting
So
married?
he was trying to guess what the news is.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, the news is entertainment, Paul. The news is that I finally got to see the Elvis movie. See?
Yay! I was going to ask you about that.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, so I finally got to see the Elvis movie. It's about 2.5 hours long. Tim, you can watch it too. It's on HBO.
Okay.
But it was really good. The actor really played that
Yeah,
part.
he did.
What was his name?
Austin Butler.
Austin Butler. Yeah, and they did show some original clips mixed in with him blending. They blended it, so you know you can see the actor
Yeah.
is doing the same moves,
Right.
and then they switched it over to the actor doing the same moves, and it was hard to tell Austin from Elvis. So they really did.
Wow. That's
They did an
good.
excellent job.
But I tell you what I didn't like. I didn't like it being narrated. I didn't like that, and then especially by the Colonel.
Yeah.
You know, I wish it had just been a movie without a narration going
Yeah, I
on.
don't like those either.
Yeah, because he was narrating all the way through. He trying to tell the story
Yeah, from
and
his point of view.
from his point of view.
Yeah.
And
Tom Hanks did a great job portraying him.
wow, didn't it? I didn't even know that was Tom Hanks. Paul says, "Can I air a feature clip of the movie?" No, I would
No.
get sued to the hilt.
Yes.
But you can watch the trailer of it for on YouTube. They do have the trailer free on YouTube, so you can go to YouTube and just put in Elvis, and you'll see the one come on. It's got a bronze and red cover, bronze and red cover with a picture of him on it.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
so that's how you would know which video to look for on YouTube.
That
But now
sounds good.
you can see actually, Paul, they have 4 different ones.
Different trailers.
They have different 4 different trailers. They have clips from the movie. They also have one about the making of the movie, and they also have one. What was the other one? I forgot. I watched all of them,
But they have a
but
4-hour version coming out.
Oh boy.
well, I hope it's not gonna be narrated all the way through.
No, I
I
don't
think
like that talking
that,
doing the movie either.
yeah, but
I don't even
because I
watch
mean,
movies.
they could have left the narration off because people um, that love movies and know that who are Elvis fans and know the history would have been able to easily follow it anyway to see that Colonel Parker was using him. You know, even without the narration, we could have seen. We just by the lines of the script, we would have known that.
Mhm.
I wish they had left the narration off. That's the only um, point that I have as being a critique of the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the rest of it was great. But what
Yeah.
I did look at was the credits. Good God. It took looked like it was like 2,000 people
Mm.
that worked to put that movie together because the credits were about 10 minutes long.
Yeah, that's long.
That's long. And
Yeah,
it might
that's
have been
a lot of
3,000.
credits. Do you know what Tom Parker used to do to chickens when he was in the carnival?
Yeah, what?
He had a big sign and charged people 50 cents or whatever to come in and see the dancing chickens. And
Yeah,
that
he
mean
was
old,
a carnival master.
yeah, but that mean old buzzard, what he did, he had the chickens on a hot plate, and they were
Oh,
picking
Oh,
up their feet up, burning from the hot plate
yeah,
to
he was a
make it look like
he
they were
was
dancing.
he was an evil man. I could
yeah, that's
tell
crazy.
that.
Yeah,
He was
that's
an evil
crazy.
man, and he stole the money. And then he trapped him um, by telling him he had trapped him by making him uh, let him be his manager for 5 more years because he had spent all the money and he was bankrupt, and so
And
he
he was a
made up
big
a play.
gambler,
Yeah, he lost all
heavy.
that money, all Elvis's money gambling. But I'm not gonna be a spoiler sport for Tim. Tim might want to
Oh,
watch
oh
it.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
But anyway, I'm happy you saw it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I recorded it as well, so I'll have it for as long as I
Paul
have
wants to
my
know who the
service.
colonel was.
Colonel
Tom Parker.
Parker, tell him, Sybil.
It's Tom Parker. You can look up on the internet.
Just tell him who he was. You don't have to tell him to look it up.
Well,
You know who he was.
he was Tom Parker, and he was a man from Germany or someplace over there, and he had changed his name. I think later in life they figured out he didn't really have a correct passport, and that was one reason that Elvis did not tour in the other countries. So he was a
Sybil.
carnival man,
Oh, go
and
ahead.
carnival man, and he ran across Elvis and became the manager. So they call him the colonel for some reason. He wasn't a real colonel, but
Exactly.
wasn't very popular, especially in latter years and when different things came out. So, and he was a very heavy gambler, and that's who he was, Tom Parker. That's the name that he took upon himself, but it's some kind of real name, some kind of a German name. I don't know what that is, but just look up Colonel Tom Parker on your internet, and you can read all about him.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
And he had Elvis starring at Vegas, in Vegas at the what was that Vegas, a very popular
I,
club in
I think,
Vegas.
yeah,
I,
International Hilton, I think it was.
yeah, at the Hilton in Vegas, Hilton Vegas. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And so every show that he
No, he wasn't.
performed,
Oh,
no, every show that Elvis performed after they paid the colonel that night because he was collecting the money. He'd go down to the casino part of the hotel and lose all the money.
he was a big gambler.
And so
Bad
yeah,
guy.
and
It's a bad guy.
and he was dealing, willing and dealing under the table with the
Yeah.
owners of the Hilton Vegas about keeping him on. He would get cash advances from the casino to gamble with,
Mm.
and they told him, made him an offer of a line of credit at the casino, wrote it on a napkin. And he started grinning and cheesing just like old demon devil. You know, he reminded me of Sybil. He reminded me of the devil that was following Jesus around when Jesus
Oh,
came
Oh,
down.
okay.
yeah.
That's the way
Okay.
Colonel Parker was about Elvis, man. He would stick to Elvis like glue, watch
Yeah.
every move, watch everybody.
And he didn't care if Elvis was sick or didn't feel like going on. He made him go on anyway on
Yeah, he was
stage.
the one that started him taking those pump-up shots to stay. Because one night he was so exhausted that he had the doctor to shoot him up, and
Yeah.
so he could just perform.
And he
And
had a lot of physical problems too
yeah, you can
that the public
imagine
really didn't know about.
that with that arthritis from all that moving and dancing and wiggling, and
And
then
bone problems and stuff.
he had to, and he just fell out. And so then they had to take him to Baptist here on Union. But
Mhm.
Sybil, did you see the part where I told you how he used to hang out on Beale Street? I told you that before the move. You had
Yeah, you
even seen
sure did.
it.
Uh-huh.
So I already knew about BB King, how he
Yeah.
used to hang out with BB King and the
Uh-huh.
handyman. What was his name? Handy. WC
Yeah.
Handy.
Handy. Handy.
The one that
Uh-huh.
blew the tip. The one that blew the
He blew
horn.
the saxophone.
No, he
I
blew the
know
horn.
I
half
mean,
of
some
it.
kind of horn.
WC Handy.
I know
Yeah. Some
half
kind
of
of
the movie.
trumpet or horn, whatever it
What's
was.
that, Tim?
I say I know half of the movie now.
Yeah, yeah. We just kept
Well,
talking about it.
there's so much more that
Oh,
you know
it's
you can do.
2.5 hours
We
long.
didn't
We
tell
haven't
you
told you.
everything.
Oh, okay,
We
okay,
haven't
okay,
told you
okay.
No,
hardly any.
that's just little pieces.
Yeah, you have to watch that movie when you have time because
Well, whose idea was it to narrate through the whole movie? Were they
Buzz,
trying to
the
control the
director and
narrative?
the director and the producer that put it together,
Okay, I
Buzz,
guess they
whatever his
wanted.
name is, Baz. I think
Yeah,
it's BAZ.
probably wanted to control the
He
narrative.
just decided to do
Okay.
it that way.
Yeah. Okay.
well, I'll tell you what, it has made millions for
A lot,
Graceland,
and it's still making money.
and it's still making millions, and they still charge $19.99 to rent it
Wow.
for people that don't have HBO to see it.
Mhm.
Wow.
Or you
Mhm.
can see it free
On the
that
other
way.
streaming service, on the other, no, it ain't showing free nowhere.
Mhm.
It's not showing free anywhere. On the other streaming services, people have
Okay.
to rent it under that streaming service
Right.
And I think they'll be
because
able to buy it pretty soon, like purchase.
yeah, they can buy it or purchase it. They can buy it. Because once it hits the streaming services, it's always available to
Yeah.
purchase.
And besides that, a whole lot of fans, instead of just seeing it once, I saw it twice because I went with Doug to see it. But they have a lot of Elvis fans around the world that's seen it multiple times, maybe 10, 15, 20, and 30 times. So
Yeah,
that boosts up the revenue.
it sure did. But see, I have DVR built in to my um, cable company that I use,
Oh,
and I
okay.
just recorded it. All I have to do is any show I click on, I have the option to record it. It don't matter what show, what channel I'm
Well,
looking at.
that's a great feature.
I
Yeah,
love it. I love it. And
yeah.
then it's all everything that I record. And then the only thing and the other good thing about it is if I want to record a series, once they put it on there to air, I can just hit record without even watching the first
Oh,
series, the first
Yeah.
episode. Because right now I'm recording Lord of the Rings, Tim,
Yeah.
okay.
and I'm also recording House of Dragon.
Okay.
And
Okay.
so when because see they got I still hated how these streaming services now
Yeah.
have started showing these episodes one time a week.
One time a
I
week.
still don't like that. But I record mine so that I can watch it any day, any time of day or night.
Yeah.
And like Tim said he gonna wait until the whole series is over on the House of Dragon.
Yeah. At
And
least past halfway
And then
at
you
uh-huh.
a
can watch
minimum.
it all
Yeah,
in
yeah, because see,
sequence.
if
Yeah,
you
I
don't
don't
do
like
it,
it once a week.
I don't like that once a week either. But I still watch it
Yeah.
if I have time. But that's why
Okay.
that's why I record it. I hit it, so that means that every time the episode play,
You record.
it's gonna record it automatically, no matter what I'm watching.
Okay.
I can be watching anything else.
Yeah, that's a good
Uh,
deal right there.
yeah, because like tonight they're gonna have a new episode of Lord of the Rings,
Hmm.
and my TV is off, but it's recording it. It's gonna start recording it.
When they
Uh,
come on. Yeah.
yeah, and I think it comes on at 8 or something like that. Yeah,
Okay.
but it will be off the show. But I'm not gonna be watching that because right now I'm watching um, The Wheel of Time again. Tim, have you watched that?
I did. I think I haven't watched the endings series sections of it. But yeah, I have started.
Yeah, I think they did that one episode at a time,
They
a
did.
week.
They did.
Yeah, so that's why I'm watching it because I can't remember. See,
Yeah.
that's why I don't like that one episode a week stuff
Yeah, right.
because you can't remember. Um, if it goes by, if the
Yeah.
series go by and end, and they got a season 2 coming, you know, and then you forget to go back to the series when when you have to watch it one
Once a week.
episode
Yeah.
at a week at a
Hmm.
time. You leave it alone and you go ahead on and get involved in something else.
Right.
And then after the series end, you have forgotten about it, and then all of a sudden it got a season 2. And so, but to watch the season 2, you got to go back and watch season 1.
Yeah.
That's what makes it so complicated to me, and why I don't like that
Yeah.
one episode a week at a time. I can't stand it.
I
And
can't either.
they just recently started that after COVID.
Yeah.
After the COVID stopped. So I don't know what that problem is. Paul says I'm a big Inger Loda fan. I don't even know
EINGER or something. I don't know what that is.
I don't know who and what that is, Paul. What is it? A station there in Canada?
I have
But
no idea.
I know what Paul, I do love the Canadian movies. Now I watch a lot of British movies, Britain and Canadian movies. They partner together and do a lot of filming in Canada. They do a lot of filming. British films do a lot of filming in Canada,
Right.
Scotland, and London. They do. That's why I love watching the British films. The scenery, the colors, is so beautiful. Brenda, hi Brenda. Brenda say,
Oh, that's
Lord
my
of the Rings.
sister.
Hi Brenda.
Hey,
Emily,
Brenda.
that's my sister.
So that's my other sister from another mother.
Hello.
Yeah.
Nice
Hey,
to meet you.
Brenda.
Brenda,
From
where are
Sybil.
you? In San Diego? It's Western San Diego.
San Jose, yeah.
San Jose. San
Okay.
Jose.
Wow, what a surprise.
Do you know the way to San Jose? Dun, 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 dun.
That's my
That
baby
was
sister.
I know Sybil, but the audience didn't know. Tim, that's her
Yeah,
baby sister.
I didn't know.
That's what I was
Yeah.
Hopefully
telling
she got a
Tim.
time. Hopefully she was here to hear your segment that you did. She can always watch the replay though.
And there's your niece,
Jenny says, "Hey, Brenda."
Brenda. There's your niece. Jenny is in this comment column. Thank you so much for
Right.
joining us. This is the first time I think Brenda has joined our show.
What a surprise! I almost fell off my chair.
I know you did.
She is
I
so
know you
sweet.
did. Yeah, you'll be traveling up there sometime soon, huh?
Yeah, and we meet each other down in Fairhope when we
Paul
go
from
see my family.
Paul from Canada says you need a top hat and tails and cane,
cane.
Emily. Why me? Why can't
Because
it
you're
be?
singing.
Oh, all that. Do you know the way to San Jose? You know who sang that song? Dionne Warwick. Y'all remember
Oh,
Dionne
yeah.
Warwick?
She sure did.
She can sing that song so good.
That was
I
her
love it.
her song. Nobody can sing it like her.
Nobody can sing that song like Dionne Warwick. I'm telling you. And we would. Brenda says Sybil sings me happy birthday every year. Brenda, Sybil sings happy birthday to everybody every year. I got a birthday coming up.
22nd, yes.
22nd of this month, and believe me, Sybil is gonna call me and sing me happy birthday. That's Sybil's thing. There's nobody's thing but Sybil's thing.
That's a good thing
If
to
she
have.
if she got your phone number, she gonna call you, and she knows your birthday. She gonna Paul. It's not Paul from Canada say happy birthday, Brenda. It's not her birthday. It's not her birthday.
Well, it was last month.
Oh, it was last month. Oh, that's why he's saying it.
Okay. Belated birthday.
Belated. Paul from Canada says, happy birthday, Brenda. I missed that part somewhere. I didn't hear Sybil say
that. Was in August.
Yeah. So my birthday is coming up in a week or so, a couple of weeks. The 22nd. What day is it on? I don't know if we'll be broadcasting on that. Let me see. I'm looking at the calendar. I'm pulling that up now.
You only go
it's
look
on
at the
Thursday.
Pearl's
Politics. Pearl's Politics Day.
We normally get together on the weekend, probably after or before.
Yeah, I might broadcast on my birthday. I'll decide later. You know.
We'll figure something out.
You got a little time to make up your mind. A little time.
Brenda says, thank you, Paul, from calendar. And Jenny says, yes. She says she loves getting that call every year. And Paul has wished me an early birthday. Thank you, Paul. He said, okay, future happy birthday. All right. Well, I'll tell you what, getting old is murder on my bones. But I don't complain about it because we had one of my dear friends and a viewer of my show that was in the studio on Thursday night on Pearl's Politics. Miss Rita, Sybil, you met Rita. You know, when we would go to Frankie's house and watch the Super Bowl at the Super Bowl parties.
Yeah.
Yeah. Her grandmother is 102 years old.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And I said, I wonder what I told Rita on the show Thursday night. I said, God, I knew her grandmother was 100 because we showed a picture. Remember, we showed a picture one Friday night of her birthday, her centennial. And then I told Rita on Thursday night, I said, tell your grandmother that Emily Pearl said that she has outlived Queen Elizabeth II.
She has.
Sure has.
And she turned 50 twice.
And she turned 50 twice. Her grandmother's 100. Rita's grandmother. That's right. She lives
102.
102 lives in Germantown, I believe. Paul says we need to bake you a cake. You know what, Paul? I baked a almond joy butt cake. Um, must have been, what's the day? Friday, Wednesday, Wednesday, and I'm experimenting because I'm making up my own almond joy recipe because I cannot eat nuts. I can't eat the almonds.
Yeah, you have to leave
So,
that out.
so what I did was I had just a regular batter, the yellow batter, and then I put in, um, mixed it with the Jello instant pudding chocolate
Yeah.
and mixed it in, and then baked the butt cake, right? So
Bundt cake.
then
I thought you said something else.
a bun cake, you know, the butt, the
Yeah,
round
the
cake
round thing.
with the
Mhm.
hole in the center, yeah.
BUNDT.
Right, butt cake. And so then when it cooled, I topped it with vanilla icing, and then I put natural coconut
Oh wow.
all around it,
Okay.
and
Sounds good.
it tastes really like an almond joy. Now, the next time I'm going to add some almond flavor to the batter.
That'll
The next,
help. Hmm.
yeah, because I think
Hmm.
because I really, you know, it was more like eating the mounds. You know, the mounds
Yeah,
candy bar.
without the nuts. Uh-huh.
That's what this tastes like. So I'm thinking that if I put some almond flavor in it, which I do have
That'll
some,
bring it to
that'll
fruition.
give me that nut taste, you
It
know,
will.
Yeah.
That's a
from the
good
almond.
idea.
All right, so
Yeah.
Paul says his stepmother was 39 years old until finally I knew her age at her 80th birthday. Oh, she kept saying she was 39. That's kind of like my grandfather. It was
And
hard to keep up with his age. It
Jack
was kind
Benny
of,
stayed
yeah,
39.
yeah, because it was hard to keep up
Ooh.
with your
Excuse
great
me.
grandfather's age, Tim,
Yeah.
because every time I asked granddaddy how old he was, and I started asking him when I probably was around 8 years old, and he was 80. When my grandfather died, it was in March of 1969. I was 20. I was 20. It had to be 20 because I was 21 when I had you, Tim.
Isn't that
So,
weird? Both me and his death is my birthday month.
yeah, he died March the 5th,
Yeah.
Wow.
1969, and you were born. I thought you
71.
knew that. You must have forgotten.
Yeah,
And
probably did.
you were born on March the 11th, but your
Yes.
original due date was actually March the 5th. That's what the due date
Wow.
that the
Hmm.
doctors gave me.
Wow.
But you were lazy and didn't want to come out. So
Yeah.
Yeah, the babies show up when they get ready.
Yeah, they do.
then Paul says, I thought you
I
said butt
thought you
cake.
said butt cake too. I said I was going to say, what in the world's a butt cake?
Y'all know I talk funny. Come on now. Jenny
I thought it.
says, this is the first year I didn't make cakes for Lexi and me because we went to the casino. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And she says for Lexi's 21st birthday. Yeah, she turned 21. Got you a grown baby now, like
She's
me.
grown now.
Like me, yes. Yeah.
21. Yeah, she got a little
Yeah.
thanks to know everything.
Uh-huh. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, 21. Yeah, we do.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Yeah, so you know what you have to do, Jenny, just let them find out the hard way.
Oh,
And then then they come crawling back with the tail between their legs. And as a parent, we must greet them the way the father greeted his son in the Bible,
yeah.
the one that left and went away, left his father, left his brother there. But when he returned, the father said, "Go and get my best uh, robe for my son," and gave and welcomed him there back home,
Mm.
and just treated him like a king. So that's what we have to do too, same way as the scripture says. And
Right.
so Paul says, Tim, Why are you 21 also, Tim?
No, I was I was speaking. You know, when you're in that teenage phase, you got two goals, and that's to get to 18 out and 21 so you can celebrate.
Hmm. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
Brenda
those are
said,
some
Um,
"Hi,
hard headed
Jenny."
years.
yeah, and for us, see, when I was growing up, you had to be 21 to get grown to be considered as an
Hmm.
adult.
Yeah,
Yeah,
21.
And they changed that around your time when your generation came in, Tim.
yeah.
So to 18, that you grown at
Hmm.
18, you know.
Hmm.
And so I don't know. The way the crime rate is going, they need to make them grown as soon as they graduate. I don't care what
Yeah.
age they is.
Well, they are at 18.
Some of them don't be 18. Some of them be 16 to 17. But
Hmm.
they should make them grown because if they go out there and get crime, adult
Right.
crime, then they can be punished as an adult.
Right.
They need to take it back. They need to take it back a year at least to 17. And I'll tell you something else about the crime. Uh, these big old metropolitan cities like New York, like Memphis, Chicago, where we're experiencing these type of high crime rates and unprecedented crime that we've had this week in Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes.
This city needs to put back in force a 9 o'clock curfew for children,
That's a good
unless
idea.
they are with a parent. They need to put it back in place because I know on Friday nights, they have to go to their football games and things. But they need
Yeah.
to. So 10 o'clock is too late. They need
Yeah,
to set it at
I
9 o'clock.
remember. I remember they did have like a 12 o'clock curfew when I
Well,
was
12,
coming up.
12 o'clock is too late.
Yeah,
That's too
we had
late.
12 o'clock.
But we didn't have that kind of crime then. The kind of crime we have now, the curfew needs to be 9 o'clock for all kids, unless they are out with a parent. Period. And then the parents need to be hit with some fines or locked up for that, be responsible for their children when they do these crimes.
Yeah.
Because see, these children are not being raised.
Yeah.
Do you think for a minute, Tim can tell you, I'm not gonna have no child that's the boss in my house, and I'm the child, and he the parent or she the parent. I'm not gonna
Wow.
have it.
That never
Tim,
happened.
Tim,
Never
Tim,
happened, people.
Tim can tell you. Hi,
Never happened.
Sandra. Tim can tell you,
Oh,
you can go
son.
hit the door. You gonna hit the door.
Hi, Sonda.
If I got to call the wagon on you myself, you get out of here. And so these parents is sheltering these bad kids.
Yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's
the way
your
they're
child.
committing crime. Yeah, they
They
know.
know that they
They
know what
know.
they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing.
Yeah.
Uh,
Scared.
but yeah, but they scared of the child because they didn't
Scared of the
raise the
child.
child right. Because
Right.
the child been cussing them out all their life growing
Mm-hmm.
up.
Mm-hmm. But in
And
the whole household.
yeah, yeah, and uh, I don't understand it. These parents wanting to be buddies with their children. You can't be no friend with your child. I'm just
No.
sorry. See, a lot of it comes from watching these movies. I'm telling y'all something. These children think that they're supposed to be treated just like children on these movies. On these movies, you see these children talking back. I mean, this started some 20 years ago. Talking back to their parents, asking them why, or telling them, I don't want to. That's when this mess started, about 20 years ago. And instead of these parents stopping it dead in their tracks, they went along with it because the
We
law came out about you can't whip your child.
I was just finna say that. To me, that's when it really got that way because children found out that they could call the police on their own parents. But here's my thing about that. If I don't discipline him, what I supposed to do? Wait so y'all can discipline or kill him?
That's
You see what
true.
I'm saying?
And that's exactly what's happening.
Right.
These parents are scared. Some of them, well, most of them, probably all of them, are afraid to administer the punishment to them
Yes.
when they first start getting roused
Yes.
and rowdy, because they're afraid. The child probably tells them, you know, I'm gonna call the police on you. But if it was my child, you call the police on me, and I'm gonna put you out the door so you can greet them, and you're gonna stand out there on the sidewalk, and I'm gonna stay right here in the door till they come. Call them, because they can go with you and leave me alone and get the hell out of my house.
That sounds
They
about
can
right.
take you. They can take you to juvenile court, because I'm just not gonna have it.
It sounds about right, y'all.
I'll put them up for adoption, because I'm not gonna have
I
it.
know, right?
I mean, they got some options.
Yeah.
They just don't want to use their options because that's their child.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's your child, but that's not your real child. That's a
Right.
devil in that child right there.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is not your real child that you birthed into this world. When they
Mhm.
start acting up like that, cussing you
Yes.
out
Yeah.
and want to fight you and hit you, that child got some devil and demons in them. That's not
Mm-hmm.
your child no more.
Mm-hmm.
Get that devil away from you. You better depart yourself from that devil. And you can do it any kind of way you want to. But people don't want to do that. People don't want to
Yeah.
do that.
Yes.
Tough
Same.
love is the best love you can give a child. Tough love is the best love you can give a child.
Lasts a whole lot longer.
Yeah,
I'll tell you that.
yeah, yeah. Jenny says, yeah, the law made discipline a crime and told the kids all about it. Me, I asked, do you need the number? It's 911. I know, right, Jen?
Okay. Okay.
Now
Way
that
to
is a good,
stand up. Way to stand up, Jenny.
that's a good note to end the show on. All right. So listen, let's go with our closing remarks. Tim, your
Yes.
closing remarks.
Okay. Okay. Fun show. A lot of information. And this was just a ball tonight. Even
Yeah,
though we
what?
subjects, but I love the content of it. I really did. With that, I just want to wish everybody love, peace, and happiness, and let's be safe out there.
Um, um that you mentioned you mentioned the word content. Do you know Facebook, y'all, have me listed as a digital content creator? Yeah. And they
Wow.
sent me an email telling me that I was eligible to um, monetize some
Yeah.
reels.
Yes.
Have you got that?
I know a lot of people that do it. If you're doing shows like you do or YouTube and whatnot, yeah, you can get
Uh,
paid for that. It just has to be in their regulations,
yeah,
whatever
they sent me the
the
rules. They sent me the rules and regulations, but Facebook
right.
don't let everybody monetize.
Yeah, yeah.
Well, I think
So
that's wonderful news. So a lot of people are watching you.
apparently, um, yeah, we back to tough love. She says Lex is finding out about it. And Paul don't want the show to end. He says, "Oh, come on, we were just getting on the roll." Paul don't want the show to end. But Paul, don't you know all good things have to
Must
come
come
to
to
an
an end.
end, dear
Yes.
heart? Yes. But yeah. So I got that last week. So
Yeah.
I,
Wow.
I, I said they put an email had I saw from Facebook and had congratulations. I said, what they doing? I was like that. Y'all remember that show? What you talking about?
Witness.
I,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
So I
What you
opened up
talking
this
about?
show. They congratulate me. What you talking about? So I opened up the email and read it, and because Facebook don't usually send you no emails, and that's usually when they send you emails is bad news. I saw congratulations. That's when I really want to know what you talking about.
Well, that's amazing. They don't
Yeah.
just dish that out.
Yeah, so I did two. I did them of Precious, but I will consider. I have to get my phone and everything back. so I can be calm and collective.
Yeah, you already complying to the guidelines right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I do.
yeah.
They
The
know
way you're
I
supposed
apply.
to.
I mean, they know my show's been on here for what, 5 years or more.
Mhm.
So they know I'm very compliant. So I guess that's why they sent it. And
Well, congrats.
that's the reason why I say, um, this is something that God put in my spirit to build, and I'm not gonna let anybody tear it down by breaking the rules, because I have
Right,
to follow the rules of Facebook, and
right,
so my team has to follow the rules that I follow. It's just as simple as that. And my guests, have to follow the rules too.
right.
I used to make them sign what is a waiver, didn't I, Sybil?
Mhm.
When we first started,
Okay,
I
okay.
did. I used to make guests and people that we added to the show as co-host sign a waiver.
Okay.
Because should anything had happened before I could build up the show, I would
Right,
have their waiver to show that they were responsible for their own remarks.
right. Okay.
And not associated with the Emily Pearl Show or any of its sister stations. And you hear that? So what I did instead, I put the introduction on on my shows. That when you hear that recording of the person talking, that's
Yeah,
that's the way that's the waiver right there.
disclaimer.
And a disclaimer, yes, and it states right there at the beginning of the show that
Right,
um, you know, the person that said that speaks it is responsible for their own remarks, and it's not necessarily associated with the Emily Pearl Show of any of its sister stations.
and
And the sister
yeah,
stations means the 901 Show, Pearl's Politics, uh, Talk About Angels, and the Emily Pearl Show itself. So
right,
that's what I call my sister stations. The Emily Pearl Show was the first show. See, and the uh, Pearl's Politics was the second show. Actually, no, 901 Show was the
Yeah,
second show,
901 show.
and then
Pearl's
uh,
Politics, I think.
then Pearl's Politics, Sister Station, and then Sister Station Talk About Angels on Sundays. So those are my sister stations. When you hear that recording say sister stations, that's what it means. All right, so Paul, we're gonna end with your joke because Paul has had jokes tonight. Paul said he has an issue with following rules. Well, Paul, just so you know, Paul, you have been very compliant on the Emily Pearl Show and all of our sister stations.
good night, Jenny.
All right, yeah, we're getting ready to go. Sybil, your closing remarks.
Yeah, thanks again, Brenda and Jenny, for watching. And I was really surprised that Brendan is so thrilled. And I want to thank Nancy Monroe out of my hometown around Mobile, Alabama. She's from Gulf Shores
Mhm.
in the Fairhope area. You go down a little ways towards Florida, and there's Gulf Shores. She came up to spend a few days here visiting Graceland, and I met with her at Marlowe's. Richard had picked me up, and we had lunch with him. Anyway, she purchased a copy of my book, and I autographed it for her. You're an Elvis fan, if, and I really appreciate all the people that's purchased my book. And I wanted to send a special thank you out to Nancy Monroe.
Okay, well,
And
invite her to watch the show. Send her the links.
yeah, I did, and she may have to rewatch it when she gets home. You know, they'll probably be traveling early in the
Oh,
morning.
you mean she's in Memphis now? Okay.
Yeah, she
Um,
came to visit, so I met her at Marlowe's, and she purchased my book, and then we had lunch together and dined and everything. I've
so,
known her a
so what
couple of
did what did
years.
what did you eat at Marlowe's?
Huh? I had some
What?
catfish and I think she had a club salad with a grilled chicken in it, and that's what Richard had. And her husband had the brisket. So then I got some of their delicious Mississippi mud cake, and I brought that home, and it made
Yeah,
took 2 days to eat it.
yeah,
Portioned it out,
yeah, yeah,
and
yeah. I
so
understand.
enjoyed it. So we had a wonderful time, and I think we had a great show tonight. So we'll see everybody another time next Friday. And tune in Tuesday for the 901 show, and
That's
we'll
right.
again
And
and
talk about angels on
talk
Sundays
about
at
angels
4
on
o'clock.
Sunday
I
at
have
4
changed the
4 p.m.
time to 4
Mhm.
p.m. Central Time. Talk
And then
about angels, 4 p.m.
uh,
Central Time. And as
4
soon as I
p.m.
can get into Facebook, I'm going to update the Talk About Angels show page to show the reflect the change on the
Right.
time. On the
And then
time.
Tuesday is a 901 show, 7 p.m. Central. And then
Hmm.
the Pearls Politics Thursday, 7 p.m. Central. And of
Right.
course, the Emily Pearl Show, 7 p.m. Central. And thank y'all for
See?
watching.
Yeah, all of our weekday shows are 7 p.m. That's the easiest way to remember that.
Yep.
We
The
sure.
only weekend shows is that we don't have a one weekend show, and it's at 4 o'clock p.m.
Mhm.
All right.
All right.
So now it's time for me to say my closing remarks, and that is to all of my pearls in the listening audience tonight. A pearl is defined as a precious thing. It is the finest example of something special. So it doesn't matter whether you are rich or poor. You, my pearls, are a precious thing. You are a special someone. And as we say around here in the Emily Pearl studio, listen, don't hate them, congratulate them. And if you deem it and mean it, I promise you, my pearls, everything good that you do with what team?
Come
Come
back to
back to
you.
you.
Indeed it will. That's our time. We will see y'all next time. Bye
All
bye. We
right.
love
The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves who express it. While the Emily Pearl Show does take stances on individual issues, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy, and not a policy.